welcome to the channel. I'm Jimmy.
I'm Kyle.
Yeah, boy. We'll get that on a t-shirt one of these days. So, who are we playing with today? What's crack-a-lacking? Why are we here?
I'm so happy, so happy, because Death Guard! It's only seems like 5 years in the making, probably, 2 months, something like that.
It's been delayed a good month and a half maybe.
I'm so excited. This is the army that got me back into it, and back in the 7th to 8th, well 8th when it dropped. That's when we first started really playing together at least. Yeah, not obviously when we first started the hobby, but when we were together.
Well, we both started in 3rd edition. That was 6 whole editions ago. There might be people watching this going, oh, I joined in 4th, I joined in 5th. There'll be a couple of OGs out there that'll be like, mate, I was there for 2nd edition.
Yeah.
And then there'll be 1 or 2 guys that would, I was there for Rogue Trader.
But we are only 16, you see.
Yeah, you're 16. I'm 15. I'm only balding in the back, but I'm 15.
But yeah, Death Guard, I am so excited. Most of you guys have seen stuff online already. This is my take. Without really ruining the list, I'm taking Typhus rather than Mortarion.
Yeah, we thought we'd bring you a Typhus battle list. Battle list. Yeah. Don't worry, Mortarion will be next week. Ooh.
Yeah, I pretty much, lucky thing for me, got pretty much the whole army from 8th. So it's a case of just getting them fine touched, painted, yada yada, and cracking on. So Typhus is today. So we should see how well he fares, because Mortarion, there's about 1,000 lists out there for now.
Yeah, I think every other battle report channel so far.
There's probably Typhus, but yeah, Mortarion is probably up there. He's a beast, as most people know, but again, like Jimmy said, we'll be previewing his rise next one. But for now, it's all about Typhus.
Yeah!
Typhus. And who are they versing?
The Space Wolves, because I don't know if any of you have seen a book series of the Space Wolves, Blood of the Azahheim, and then it had a sequel called Stormcaller, and it was in Stormcaller, I believe, Typhus faced off against Big Nige. So we thought we'd make it fluffy, and I brought Big Nige and his Thunderwolf Cavalry lovely list. So gonna go see the armies? Oh no, we're playing Rays as well, that might help.
Scorched Earth, I think.
Is it Scorched Earth?
Scorched Earth, I think that's the secondary.
Yeah.
Scorched Earth, we're doing 1,500 points.
Yep.
We'll go over the lists, talk about secondaries, a little bit of shenanigans, and yeah.
So, if you love Death Guard, hit that like button. If you love Warhammer, hit that like button. If you like him,
I mean,
hit the dislike button.
Don't say it. Dislike. No. Please don't. My self-esteem will be crashing.
And then hit that subscribe button. And as you do those things, we'll just wait for a split second, and we'll go to the armies now.
So guys, this is my 1,500 points of Death Guard today. I'm so buzzed that I'm using these guys. It's been a long time in the making, but we are here. Today I am running a patrol and a vanguard detachment. The logic behind this is I just really wanted to use my Demon Prince. Painting up for this, and then it dropped where you can only have one Lord of the Death. So, me being stubborn, I burned the free CP for different detachments just so I can get this guy in the battle. So in my patrol I have the Demon Prince. He's going to be my Warlord today, even though Typhus is here, but I thought it's probably best to throw Typhus in the mix, see what he can do without worrying about him being the Warlord. I've given him the Warlord trait Revolting Resilience, which is the 5-up Feel No Pain. The 8th edition Death Guard guys will understand that very well. And then again, with the Psychic, because I've got 3 Psychics in this list, I'll go through them in game. But I've given him the sword today and the wings. And then I spent more points on him to give him a pathogen. It's a new thing for Death Guard. You spend a couple more, 15, 20 points on different things. You get +1 to the strength for the weapon, which in this instance doesn't really matter. Boosting him strength 9. but it gives him a nice, lovely ability. I've given him Exploding Outbreak. That will basically mean he gets additional hits on the 6. I feel that's very Space Wolfy.
Yep.
But I thought it'd be quite ironic. In my troop, I have 5-man squad of Plague Marines with a Plague Spewer cannon. And then in the second choice, I've got 20-man squad of Poxwalkers. I was tempted to split them into 2 10-man squads, but I feel like a bigger blob will be more effective long term, regards to all the combat that's going to go on with this list. In the fast attack of the patrol, I have got a bloat drone. It has the plague splitters, so the flamers, which is lovely jubbly, and then following off in the heavy support is the plague blast crawler. Again, flamers rather than the cannons. I know a lot of you guys love the cannons because of how brutal they are, but this is modelled with flamers. So in the Vanguard detachment, I have Typhus himself. This guy is the Forge World 30k one, but I love it. The base will not be in the game because it's too much tagging, but it's still a very beautiful looking model. I have gone with him. Again, I will go through psychic powers in game. And then following off, I have the Plague Caster. Again, a very, very, very good psyker in my opinion. He's just bog standard. Again, psychic powers in game. And then following up, the 3 elite slots. I have a 5-man squad of Blight Lord Terminators. Again, all kitted out with the flail and the heavy weapons. I have a 3-man squad of Death Shroud Terminators. Again, they are absolutely brutal in this edition, so we'll see what they can do. And then in the last, it is the new style of the characters buddying together. So I have the Surgeon, and I have the... Where the hell is he gone? They're all green. Just there, the Blight Spawn, sorry. Again, they are both very good in their own right. I have burnt a CP to give him another Warlord trait. So I've given the Surgeon the Arch Contaminator, basically meaning all wounds are re-rolling rather than the ones within an aura. And then I've also given him the Helm relic for today, which gives him 3-inch onto his auras. So he's now a 6-inch aura. Sirens, guys, get your shots out. I know it's early here, but you better do it. So with regards to his abilities, it's 3-inch more. With Arch Contaminator, I think it's 6, going up to 9. So everything around him will be re-rolling them wounds with plague weapons. And ironically, there's a lot of plague weapons. I think that is all on my list. My secondaries today are engaging all fronts. This map is huge. It's got 6 objectives. I need to be in all in them quarters, so why not get points for doing it? Cut off the head. Not sure about this one, but his lord is going to be in combat very, very early on. So if I can destroy him, might get a cheeky 15. We shall see. And then finally, I have done Spread the Sickness, which is a Death Guard specific one. This is all over the internet regards to how good it is. I wasn't totally sure on this list and this style of army and battle, but basically you spill mortal wounds or you roll on a 4 and you basically get 3 victory points if you do it on each of these at the end of the game. The 6 and 18 up for grabs. So I've got variant and I've got places to be. Feel like could potentially go off if I'm in a strong place mid-game. So that is all. I think I've covered everything. I am massively excited. I have waffled on a hell of a long time. So we shall see what Jimmy's bringing with his wolves.
Right, guys, this is my 1500 points for today. starting with my Thunderwolf, Wolflordy, Wolfiness. I've upgraded him to be a Chapter Master. He has the relic, the pelt of the pale wolf. There we go. Got it out eventually. I have got him modelled here with a storm shield, but he's not got it for this game. He has 2 warlord traits. I did spend a CP, so I've got Resolve of the Bear and I've got Wolfkin. I think that's pretty much everything to do with him. If there's anything else, I'll mention it in game. Then we're over to Big Nige. I've given him Living Lightning, Instincts Awoken, and Jaws of the World Wolf, and he knows Smite. Moving over to my Troops Choice. I've got 3 units of Grey Hunters. They are as seen, so all the leaders do have Power Fists. Astartes Chainswords, Bolt Pistols, Bolt Guns, and all that great jazz. I did have points left over, so I did put a Wolfguard leader in one of the squads. He is been able to be upgraded into Terminator armor and has lightning claws. Moving over to my elites, I have a squad of 5 Terminators, all with Thunderhammer Storm Shields. I have a Wolven Dreadnought with a Blizzard Shield, I believe they're called, and a Frost Axe, giving him a nice 4-up in them. Then we've got Murderfang. Want to try him out. He gets 3 attacks on the charge, and I believe he's always counted as being on the charge. I'll have to double check that rule, but could be potentially quite nasty. Fast attack, I have 5 Fenrisian Wolves, and then I have 5 Thunderwolf Cavalry, all with Thunder Hammers and Storm Shields. So that is my 1500 points. My secondaries are... I'm going for Assassinate with the amount of characters that Kyle has. I've gone for Warrior Pride from the Codex. So I basically need to be in combat, but as you can see, this is a force that is primarily going to be in combat. I feel like I'll do well with those. And then I've gone for Line Breaker as well. There are only a couple of units and can probably score it early on, but that'll be from turn 2 onwards, and that is probably going to drop in the Terminators and Big Nige. I think that is everything. I'm not going to waffle on longer than Mr. Kyle.
You want it? I'm giddy. I'm so pumped. I'm so ready for it.
Right, guys, let's go to deployment, the roll-off, and the new terrain. So guys, as promised, new terrain, yeah boy! Right, new terrain, new rules essentially. All these big rocks, they're just going to be obscuring, they're going to be like impassable, etc, etc. You can't get on top of them even if you had something with fly. Then we're going to actually have the smaller rocks classed as barricades, so you can shoot through them. The person on the other side will gain light cover. They also have heavy cover, defense line, defensible, unstable positions, and difficult ground.
So everything.
Basically everything. We've got ruined walls again, because the theme of this map was there is some sort of settlement that's been totally bombed out over here. There's the remnants of the settlement here as well. But then the crates, randomly just outside of the city walls. Why is that? Nobody knows. I think that's about it, really. It's nice to have a different aesthetic on the channel. I think you will agree.
Absolutely.
Right, guys. So, to the roll-off. As per the new FAQ rules...
FAQ?
FAQ?
FAQ.
FAQ. The FAQ rules... that almost sounds like ethical. The ethical rules. Right, we're doing the roll-off. Oh yeah, everybody's favourite dice are back. the unreadable dice, and especially on this fucking background as well, it'll be terrible. But
Good point.
I have to worry about that. You don't necessarily have to worry about that. So, ready to roll off, sir?
You sort of said FAQ, and you never really specified.
Oh yeah. Good point. Once you get the roll off, if you score the highest, you have to go first. A lot of people like that rule. I don't. I like the whole thing of what shall I do? Shall I wait for you to come to me?
With this game, because we're very combat, not a lot of shooting, and there's quite a bit. I think there's 24 inches between us.
Yeah.
There's a lot more to it. So you like, do I? Because I can get in the middle of the board, granted, but you're going to be able to smash into me and vice versa. So this makes sense for this. Some days you're like, no, I want to go first, gun lines, etc. But yeah, I know you mean. It's sort of taking away your brain, simplifying it to some point where you're not really being a grand strategist.
Yeah, but I know. I get the point where some people like you might deploy to go second or stuff, but there's still the roll off. Still depends on your opponent. Now you've just got no choice.
Yeah. I mean, it simplifies it. I guess it speeds things up for tournaments and stuff because you just go right. No, there's no 10-minute conversation. Well, not 10 minutes, but but yeah, it is what it is. We'll see how it goes, and obviously we'll do the turn 5 thing for second turn.
Yeah. So whoever goes second, you can score at the end of your turn 5. So it doesn't matter what you do. You just run on them objectives in your movement phase, and you could score 15 points.
Good, should, maybe,
cool.
Possibly, but yeah, right. Good luck, sir.
Yep, you too. Go on then.
2.
Oh, I feel like I'll be going first. With a 5. I am going first. That is not what I wanted. Oh well. Space Wolves, turn 1.
Coming at ya.
Yep, boy. So guys, end of my turn 1 movement. Chapter Master, he has put the hitting on 6s on these guys. Not hitting on 6s. Reroll hits. Yeah, reroll hits. That's the one. These guys just moved up. I rolled to advance with these Thunderwolf Cavalry and rolled a 1. I then burned a CP and rolled a 1. I was just hoping to just get in to that objective. I'm 4 inches out. 4. I need to be at least 3. I needed a 2 on the dice. I rolled double 1. He, however, did get double 2. He rolled a 2, but it was only about here. These lovely folks here, they advanced as well. 2 inches each. These guys have moved up to secure this objective here and spread out a little bit just to block off here with the Terminators. Just gives me an opportunity to shoot them when they come down. These guys are spread out a little bit as well. Yeah, that is my turn 1 movement. Shooting phase is going to be uneventful because I don't think I actually have anything in range because I've really only got bolters. Because everything that hits hard is melee units in this list, so there's no heavy firepower. I'm not going to advance, charge, because I'm out of charge range. I think, sir, that is the end of my turn 1. I could measure up bolt guns, but either they can't see or they won't be in range.
I don't think.
Yeah, I think that's it. So that was the most eventful turn 1 ever.
Quickest.
That was the quickest. I literally moved. Right, guys. Bit disappointing. It's not the end of the world. We'll total the scores, and we'll be right back in a moment. So, no points scored. On to Death Guard. Turn 1. Let's see what this new Codex can do.
So, end of my movement and command phase for the Death Guard. I have put Lord of the Death Guard from the Demon Prince into the Terminators. So they get to reroll hits of 1. And then I split him. Put him here, middle of the board, so he can see what's going to happen in turn 2. I've spread him out so that, again, like Jimmy, so deep striking with the back of the field will be quite hard to do. Move these up. The logic being these can pretty much get me turn 2 regardless, so I might as well break out a bit. My usual tactic of being in a castle, I need to really break out of that and try and score these points. Stayed in combat into the terrain with this geezer. Not sure what to do with him just yet. And again, with these guys, I've just moved the Poxwalkers up and the Plaguecaster. And then on this side, I have advanced him, gained a 16. I basically moved enough so that I'm within range of this and within 12 of this guy to put some flaming shots into him. I think that's it for the command phase. Obviously trying to remember all the rules. Contagion, as most people know, is -1 to toughness. So turn 1 it's an inch. So for now, it makes no difference. Turn 2 it's 3 inch, which I feel like it'd be more valid because of combat. Psychic phase, I will get the dice, work out who's got what, and then we'll go into that. Oh, before I forget, I've done spread the sickness on the Poxwalkers here. End of movement phase, I can burn D3 mortal wounds. Luckily just got the 1, killing 1 Poxwalker, but bagging me 3 command points at the end of the game. So yeah, we'll go into Psychic phase right now. Psychic phase. Dim Prince can manifest 1. He has the Gift of Contagion and Smite. I'm using the Gift of Contagion into the Cavalry. I think I need a 5 for a 9. If a Psychic test was 8 or more, subtract 1 from the strength and the attack characteristics of their models. So now they are down a strength and an attack until my next turn. This guy has 2. He has Gift Contagion as well, and Miasma of Pestilence, if I said it right, which is -1 to hit. I'm going to do it on the blood drone. I think I'm needing a 5. Well, I'll roll and see. I got a 9. A 6. So he is -1 to hit in combat and shooting till the next turn. He has another one, but obviously can't use the same psychic, and smite is within 18 inch and there's literally nothing. Happy with that. We'll go into the shooting.
Plague Burst Crawler, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
I've used the heavy stubber just to pop shots into the wolves. Managed to survive. I'm going to use Disgusting Force for 1 CP. Makes the mortar damage free, and then anything within 3 inch on a 4+ gets a mortal wound. So I'm hitting the wolves, so then the wolf lord, and then the grey hunters. Is that correct?
Yes.
Correct. Tough rate. That's if I hit. I should have hit. So it is D6 shots for 3. Hitting on 3s. All of them. So that at least goes, the mortal wounds goes off. It is strength 8.
Toughness 5,
3s. Nope.
1 at minus.
Good question. -2.
So 4 up in them. Cool. 4 up in them. He's fine.
Very good. Right.
Your mortal wounds on my lord.
So 4 up. Nope.
No. Grey hunters.
No.
No.
We'll look at you.
So do you know what? That just went boo. And I'm like, oh no.
Could have been nasty. Should have been nasty, but wasn't nasty.
No.
I'll have a little think what I'm going to shoot with, and then we'll be right back.
Cool. Double flamer going into the Wolven Dreadnought. 2d6.
4. That's not good.
Winded on 5s. 1 wound.
Re-roll that, because play weapon.
Oh, yeah.
Roll that for
just the 1. This will be a -1, so it'll be 4 up in them, 4 up save, don't really matter. And I do take a wound. Yes. Another thinky? Thinky too. Bolt of fire from both the Terminators and the Plague Marines into the Thunderwolves, doing no damage whatsoever. But now there are a couple of mini spunk guns. They're not the They're not the spunk guns of the Nids. No, these are the gross spunk guns. These are the infected spunk guns. These are the spunk guns you go to the doctor about.
STIs.
STI gun.
So we're going to do both of them. They both can hit. Both got the same damage, AP, etc, etc. So I'm just going to do them all together.
Cool.
You get to reroll the wounds because it's a plague weapon, but we'll get to that later. So for 8.
Too bad.
A bit healthier.
Are they -1 or -2?
1.
-1. So 3 up save.
So 4s, good strength 5. Rerolling 1s, which obviously I got 1. 5.
5, cool. 5, 3 oops. Here we go, guys. Oop. Oh no, there's 1, 2, 3 ones. Oh. So one guy is down to 1 wound.
So that's it. The wrap up. I'm a bit gutted about this geezer. He should have done damage, but again, invuns across the board are going to really help out with Jimmy's army. Quite ironically, the flamers have done the damage, but a little bit more shooting than Jimmy, so I'll take that. He's lost a wound. Obviously, one's nearly dead. Would have been great if I got rid of him, but hey ho. I'm happy with the sidekick. That's probably going to help mainly this side with combat. So yeah, I technically scored 0 due to the fact that Spread the Sickness is at the end of the game, but technically I scored 3. So yeah, reasonably happy. Turn 2, Space Wolves.
These guys have not moved. These guys have not moved, and they have scored me 10 wonderful points. However, over in this corner of the world, stuff is coming out. Coming at yeah. These guys managed to advance 9 inches, which should put them just inside of this objective, which is nice. These guys advanced 2 inches, that's great. And he and the Wolflord 1 inch, so that was fantastic as well. Over here, these guys have just moved up. These guys have pretty much stayed put. And then Big Nige and his retinue have dropped in the back line here. I'm thinking we've got a couple of characters back here, so then some easy points for Assassinate. So, command phase, obviously gained a command point back. I spent that command point by putting Bestial Rage onto these guys here, so the Assault Doctrine is active for them. He has put his reroll 1s onto them anyway. I think that is everything this turn so far. So, going in to my shooting phase. And I actually do have some shooting. I've got some heavy flamers and some storm pist bolters and everything on these guys. So, we'll be back in a second.
Jimmy got very giddy and forgot to film the psychic. So we are just recapping. So guys, you guys know you used...
Instincts Awoken on the guys next to me.
I tried to deny with Imprints and we both got 7, so I failed. And then you used Living Lightning.
Living Lightning onto the guy in front, which took 2 mortal wounds off of him. Yeah. And then you took an extra mortal wound off the Terminators because they are technically the closest unit to him. You'd think it would be the guy that stood kind of next to him, but it's not.
I know what you mean, but because of like how it, it's millimeters, but it is Terminators.
We did do a mortal wound, but you shoved it. So.
See.
So yeah, that's just a quick recap.
Stormbolters into the Poxwalkers did nada, so he's using both flamers on these geezers into the blood drop.
Yes.
Okie dokie.
Might as well try and pink off a wound or 2. 2d6 for 12.
That's 2 ones. No, it's not.
That's 2 ones. It's annoying. I know.
Even I'm like,
yeah.
It's either really good or really bad for either of us. Right, you get the dice and roll. 5s needed to wound the blood drone.
Yep. 1, 2, 3.
Right.
3 at -1. Take a whole wound.
1 wound off the drone.
And then the shooting phase over there, they did 1. Stun bolts did nothing. Don't think I've got anything else to shoot. So the charges!
Yeah. The Terminators are charging the Foul Swarm. The Wolves are charging the Terminators. I believe his Lord is staying put.
Yeah, because I won't be able to fit him in, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd have to probably tag the Marines, but then he'll... so Lord's Shot is staying put. And then these guys need a 6 and a 7, but they get to reroll because they are divs into the bloat drone. So should be a very interesting fight phase if you get it off. So we'll start here. The easier ones of the two.
Wolven Dreadnought needing a 6 to get in. He's a 7. He's in.
Yep.
Needing a 7 in for Murderfang. 5, but he gets to reroll. It's a beast rage or something. 7 needed? No. Nope. 5 again.
So the Psycho Nutter in armour stays put.
Yep. Thunderwolves.
Yeah.
Let's roll. Let's see what I can do with them. 10, definitely in.
Easy peasy. And then the Terminator's needing a 9.
Yeah. Wish I rolled a 10 for them.
You go after.
Yeah.
Well, unless you stay put, obviously.
Yeah, command reroll.
Yeah, fair enough.
For 10. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Cool. Right, we'll move them in, and we'll be back in a fight phase.
Starting with the Dreadnought. He's electing to Mega Blow. That sounds a little bit kinky. So he's hitting on 4s because I have the -1. But because he's Space Wolves, he gets +1, so negates it. But then because he's a big nasty blow, still -1.
Yeah.
So
it's cleaving. So I'm hitting on 4s here, annoyingly. That's not good. That's only 1.
And then wounding on
3s. Wounded at least. Minus ridiculous, so you're 5 within them.
Nope.
And then D3 +3. So 5
goes down to 4 because he's
disgusting.
a Death Guard. So 4 wounds off the bloat drone.
Guile is negated my charging and my fighting by interrupting.
Yeah, I feel like I should.
So the Terminators are going to interrupt. Do you know who's got what and what's got what?
Not particularly. I'll recap, but what I'm going to do is... I'm moving camera, don't really know. Yeah. So for 1 CP, I get to +1 to hits.
Cool.
So I will work out what I need, and I'll be right back.
Cool.
So...
7 Power Swords attacks, hitting on 2s because of that stratagem.
So I get 7, 3 for the normal, and my champion is got 4. Get to reroll 1s because of the Demon Prince. All hit, good start.
Wounding on 3s. And then was it rerolling 1s or?
Rerolling all because it's Plague and Lord Contaminator. Anything within the bubble. It's 9-inch technically because of the relic as well. It's a nasty combo.
Good thing too.
Well, look at ones that are reroll naturally, but
it's 4. Cool. So they're 4.
So you're above there.
-1 in it. Oh no, it's -3. It's bloody Power Sword, isn't it? Just chuck that out there. 4 up in ones. Oh god, that's not good.
All fail, mate.
Oh no. That is 1 guy dead and 1 guy down on a 1 wound. So, same again, hitting on 2s, wounded on 3s. Looks like all of them.
Wow, that's fairly solid. 3s you rolling. Again, massively helped.
4 more.
4 again. 4 up in ones.
3 more gone. Right, hang on. Right then, and now the flail. Here we go.
So it gets 2 attacks per 1. So 6 attacks hitting on 2s. We're rolling 1 for the Demon Prince. All hit. Very good, very good. 3s.
Good thing you're re-rolling.
Wow. Come here, you. Again, look.
4 more again.
4.
These are ×2, so One guy is on 1 wound, so I'll take on him. He's dead. Next guy, passed 1 save, and then passed 1 save. Wow, so a unit of 5 has gone down to a unit of 2.
So, time to strike back.
Yeah.
So what do we do?
Hitting on 3s, 6s explode because they are in the assault doctrine.
Yes.
So that can just be that basically. That one is missed. Wounding on 2s because I did use the stratagem Savage Strike. I don't know if I've mentioned that.
No. So he is now down to strength 3, times it by 2 because of Thunder Hammers, so it's 6. Toughness 5, wounding on 3s. But then it gets +1 to your wound, correct?
Yep.
So wound on 2s.
Wounded on 2s.
All these nasty combos today, guys.
All 4. So you're 4 up invulns.
Alright, let's see what I can do.
That'll be 1 dead.
So, what's the
It'd
damage?
be damage 3 normally, but because you've got Disgusting Resilience.
Yeah, so it's 4 damage on total.
Yeah.
So, because I've got a Plague Surgeon, I get 6 up shrugs. Not far off.
But 1 is dead.
1 is dead. So it's the Teeth of the Wolves. I'm not sure those really want to bite these geezers, but we'll go for it. So hitting on 2s.
Hit on 2s. 6 is exploding, so all of them except 1. And then wounding on 4s. 1, 2, 3. And this is minus...
I think it's minus because when we did it
It's
before.
-3 technically because of Assault Doctrine.
Falls.
And then that's just 2 wounds, I believe.
And then our 6s.
So
It's
1.
just 1 wound.
Yep.
Right, so another one is lost a wound. Right, Jimmy will have a little think. I'm pretty sure it's these guys anyway, but we'll be right back. Due to his ability, the Stink, it basically makes a unit within 3 inch fight last, in a sense, like the Judicar. So the Terminators are just putting pegs on the noses.
Just stood there.
Yeah, so I'm going to do this geezer and him off camera because he not very combat-y, and then we'll get into the Terminators where the juicy rolling will commence. What a very eventful fight phase for the guys that I took off camera. So you guys missed nothing. He did abysmal. He managed to get 1 wound, but they just clinked it off their Terminator armor. So the nastiness of these guys. I think Jimmy's got a handful of these.
So they're hitting on 3s, wounded on 3s. 6s explode.
What, themselves?
Yeah, they just blow up.
God.
They're just like, Terminate. Right then, so here we go.
Wounding on 3.
Does he have an invuln?
No, mate, he'd be well and truly dead.
Oh. He'll be definitely dead, but
he wounds on 7s.
That many. Well, it's -4. So does he get the 6 up shrug?
I'll double check. Fairly sure he does. I'm not really sure.
Well,
I'll double check just to make sure we don't get it wrong.
2, 4.
The characters died, netting Jimmy 3 points. He's consolidated into the back of the Surgeon, basically making sure he's netting the line breaker as well. Sneaky, sneaky. The Surgeon hit back with his sword, managed to wound one of the Terminators. So cheeky little shot. That is it, if I'm right.
Yeah, I think we'll come to my recap and then we'll be back in a second. So to recap, with the sun beaming down on a small patch of the world, I scored 10 for the primary. That was lovely. And I'm on 4 objectives for the next turn to try and deny you a little bit. I scored 3 on Warrior's Pride because I made charges and guys are now in combat, so lovely jubbly there. What else is there that's new? Linebreaker, Big Nige over in that far corner, and we have the Terminators there, so that scored me 4. and I got 1 for assassinate. I'm just kind of good. There's no fight against stratagem in the Space Wolves. I feel like there should have been, because then I could have easily scored 6 on assassinate. But oh well, it's not the end of the world. It gives Kyle options to think now that I've got guys in his lines, and I'm negating, or almost negating that 6 as well, which is lovely jubbly. So I think you said I was on 20 points so far this turn to your 0.
You got all your secondaries, you got points, and your primary, so you did pretty solid turn.
Yes. Right, guys. Death Guard.
So, the recap. The Demon Prince has put his rerolls onto the Marines because that's the only thing within 6 inch. I've cowardly jumped out with the Surgeon and the Bloat Drone. There's no rules specifying, as far as we know, which direction you need to go. So I bombed up the board that way. Basically netting, engaging all fronts. I have stayed put in combat with these, and I have dropped Typhus and his bodyguards into the mix down here, again in that table quarter, eyeing up his Lord. I have moved Poxwalkers up as well, more of a shield for this objective. I don't want him landing on these objectives really. They might be sacrificial, but hey ho. And I've also done the spread the sickness onto the 1 because we're within the range of it. So again, losing 1 of my Poxwalkers. I would say Marines then, I wish there were a 20-man squad, but so yeah, netting another 3 for the end game. I bagged 10, this one here and this one. We shall see what we can do. All our cards have been dealt regards to deep striking, so we'll see what we can do with these guys. I'm going to start with a psychic, have a little thinky bobs what I'm going to do, and then we'll be right back. So, starting with this psychic face from Typhus, I'm going to pop a smite into his Warlord, looking for a 5. For a 6, you're going to deny it?
Yes, I will.
You can probably do it.
7.
Yep. And then I'm going to do the Vitality on the Shrouds, giving him +1 strength and toughness for a 7. Can you deny again?
I think he has 2 denies, just let me double check.
He does have 2 denies, so he's going to go for another one, needing an 8.
No, 7.
So these guys are strength 8, toughness 6. I'm going to do Gift of Contagion onto these Terminators here with the Demon Prince. For 3, that is This guy is going to do Miasma of Pestilence onto the Poxwalkers. For a 6, that goes off. Can you deny it?
Let me double check. I know there is a stratagem to do with Space Wolves. I just don't know the range.
Okay. So we've just checked 12 inch away. Unfortunately, he is 12 and a half, going on 13 away from him, so no go. And then I am going to have to put a smite into this guy, only because I don't think I can physically see him. Unless you want me to let him, because I can shoot from a unit.
You can't see him, so it will have to be Nerva.
Fair enough. Nah, I won't command reroll.
So the Flamers shot from the Death Shroud into the Warlord, causing 1 wound, which has now set off his saga. These guys over here, toughness 3, you fired all the bolters into them. They survived everything. You are now doing a Plague Spewer, and I did see you rolled a 6, so 6 shots automatically hitting. Wounded on 3s, I imagine.
Yeah, freeze re-rolling because of the large contaminate durability. Again, really helped.
Oh. So 4?
5. Freeze, I think. I think it's AP -1.
Cool. How do storm shields work? Because you get +1 to your armor save, so they're technically a 1-up save, then a minus. Well, we'll see anyway. Boom. Passed them all. No, I didn't. Failed one. That bloody Games Workshop! This one is down to 1 wound. Anything else, Mr. Kyle?
It's probably going to be this guy.
Cool. All right then. So, do I get your dice sorted, and we'll be back in a momento, por favor. Plague Burst Crawler going into the Wolven Dreadnought. So, your mortar.
Do you know what? I'm going to do... Oh, let me think. I'm panicking now.
Okay, so the Plague Burst Crawler's mortar is going into these guys, and then the rest of the guns are going into Mr. Wolf.
So, D6 for 4. Hitting on 3s. Reroll that bad boy. Okay. Wounding on 2s. Rerolling.
Good thing you're rerolling. Roll ones again, damn it.
I think you just...
Okay,
AP2.
AP2. I would technically get light cover, I think, because of armor creators. Yeah, they offer light cover. So I'm a 2-up save.
Does that work? Because I'm shooting above... I don't need to be visible, technically.
You're not visible, but it says you get light cover. So I'm just going to go via the rules. So 2-up to a 4-up, though. But you are splatting them. If I
See, it makes really no sense because you can't shoot them through, so how would you gain light cover?
I don't know. Ask Games Workshop. Then again, they'd probably rectify the rules to make... I don't know. It should have on your data sheet if you ignore cover.
I think it maybe is inside, but it does say it. But go on.
Cool. So 4s. 1 guy dead. Because funnily enough, that's a 6. That's a 6. But this is a 1. God damn it, Games Workshop. But look at it, they look like 6s, they're all 6s. Mr. Meow Meow is dead. So, Flamers and Heavy Stubber going into Mr. Dreadnought. What are you starting with?
We'll do Flamers.
Flamers.
So 2d6.
10.
10.
Toughness 6 because of your stupid minus everything.
It's really good. 2, 4, 6, 8. So 4s, because it's strength 6. Rerolling the 1s because it's a plague weapon.
6? I think it's 6.
It is 6 at -1.
So that'll be a 3-up save to a 4-up save, but I've got a 4-up inbun. So, I see 2 fails there. Cool. Duty eternally takes no damage. So takes 2 wounds. Cool. We'll do these stubbers off camera. Heavy Stubbers actually took 2 wounds off of him, so he's down to 3. Luckily, he doesn't degrade. Is there any more shooting to do, or is that everything?
I think it's everything.
Cool. Don't know. Think about charges. Are you going to do any charges?
Yeah.
You're doing charges. Okay, so we will come back in a moment because I've got some heroic interventions to do. So we have lots of charges going on, yes?
Poxwalkers into him. I didn't realise how much I would damage him, so why not?
Yep.
The imprints, obvious one into the wolves.
Yep.
I'm going to put the marines into the terminators to try and anchor them. Granted, these are better, but they are resilient, as we all know. And then Typhus and the Deathshroud terminators into the Lord. We'll start over here.
Yeah.
Poxwalkers into your Dreadnought. For an 8.
They might be in. They just might be in.
Right, I'll leave that there,
yep.
so we know.
He can't fail.
But
he wasn't far off failing, but he can't fail.
Right.
Your Plague Marines for 7.
Easy.
Yep, they'll be in.
There. That's what I'm doing.
And then Typhus and try and get him turn 2. Yeah.
I'll do Deathshroud first because they're bizarrely more resilient now.
12, yeah.
And then Typhus for 8.
Ooh,
I'll come and roll.
No, Typhus isn't in. But the Death Shroud should be able to whittle him down.
Right, I will move him and we'll come back in the charge phase. Side phase.
Whilst he's moving them, actually I'm going to heroically intervene with Murdafang.
No,
I'm
you're
going to...
Because I'm going to put him over here.
You son of a bitch! So no, I'm not. That bastard. You bastard, coated, flavoured bastard. But thank God we don't get monetised, because monetisation would disappear.
So, everything is in. This is what you guys have come for. The frenzy of battle. I have to think off camera where I'm going to start, because he's probably going to intervene. He's got this guy, the wolves, all the terminators I reckon are going to be intervening, so we shall see where I start and what is going to happen.
So the Death Shroud Terminators are doing their cleaving blow into my Warlord. Go for it.
Yeah, we a bit of math hammered it off camera because of these negating -1s to hit and wound, but I feel like probably this is the best way. I don't know, I'm sure someone will know. But anyway,
12 attacks.
Hitting on 4s because of his ability and my -1. Guys, if you know that it doesn't stack, then let us know, because we were trying to find it and we just went with it. So, because he's obviously -1 with his ability, and they get -1 for the cleave. Yeah, we're going on 4s. We're going to go with it. That's not very good.
Then we did on 3s though.
Oh.
All of them. Cool. Goddamn sirens, guys! Get your shots on!
Something's massive.
Yeah, something like, I wouldn't be surprised if there's an industrial fire or something going on in the distance. It's been like, we've not been filming, but sirens have been going off for like close to 5 minutes now. So we do apologise. Wow. Something big's happening. Should probably put on BBC News.
Fire engine.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Right, okay, we will grab them dice and we'll back in a moment.
6 4s required. Go for it, sir.
Failed half. So do you know what I might do? I might command reroll one of them to pass, and then it's 6 damage, which is
No, 2. Flat 2.
oh, flat 2.
Yeah.
So 2. Oh, so it'll be 4 damage, and
6s.
shrugs on 6s. Yeah, there we go. For nothing. So 4 wounds gone.
Intervening with the Terminators on the Plague Marines. Right,
Yes,
go for it.
Ridiculous amount of shots. Hitting on 4s. 6s. Oh, no. Hitting on 3s because she charged me. And 6s explode. Right, we'll divvy it up and we'll be back in a second. Oh.
Right, 3s to wound now.
3s to wound. Ooh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good at all. Might be enough.
Yeah, might be.
It is -4 and flat 3, so it'll be goes down to 2.
Yeah, so there's enough to kill him, but I need to do my 6 up shrugs. Was just about to roll 5 up, feel no pains, but realised they don't have it anymore. So 10, 6, 6 up, feel no pains from the surgeon. One guy is left with 1 wound.
So we are going to the Poxwalkers here. You are using a stratagem.
Mutant strain. So on 6 what wound you, on 1's what wound me. I feel like with the amount of hits, I should be pretty solid.
We'll just have to see how many are in range, because a few of them will be out. So yeah, we'll be back in a moment.
Well.
Yeah, I forgot about piling moves, so they pretty much all get to attack. That'll be 36 attacks once he's gathered his dice. So, 36 attacks. Don't want 3 6s here. If 3 6s, he's dead.
Yeah, there's definitely 3 6s.
Oh, man.
Not meant. There is only 3 6s. Oh no, 4.
Damn it. Okay.
And right, I'll tally up the ones and then I'll kill them off as well.
Yep. There might be 4 ones there as well. 5 ones maybe. Oh my days. Well, you don't have to wound him. A dreadnought has been destroyed. I will quickly see if he explodes. He does not, because that is a 1, thanks to Games Workshop. So yeah, that is pretty much it, guys. So the Demon Prince, hitting on 2s with 6 attacks, I believe. So
he's got the pathogen, which basically enables him to explode in 6s like you.
Explode in 6s. Right, go for it
so, 2s.
Reroll that 1.
Can you reroll him, Sen?
Oh no, he can.
So
But-
that basically.
Wounded on 2s, rerolling the 1s.
Yes. Again.
Damn it! Okay, so 5. So I need 5 4-ups. Flat 3 damage each, yeah?
Correct.
So I'll take this one at a time. So, first guy, he has lost 3 wounds. He did pass his save.
What's it? Oh, yeah.
He now dead.
Yep.
So that is one guy dead. And
guy
then
died.
other guy passed his save. Failed a wound. He's down to 1 wound.
Was he moving 6-inch? No.
No. Yep. So remove the guy that's actually on the Thunderwolf, yeah, because the other guy is technically the captain, not the captain, the sergeant.
And he's got 1 wound left.
He's got
Is that
1 wound
correct?
remaining, yes. Do we need a dice over there? I think we
Yeah.
do. There we go.
Thank you very much.
Right, guys, that is that so far. I think it's now up to me to decide where I'm going to attack.
Yes.
I will actually do this geezer here, and I will stick him into the... How many wounds has your Demon Prince got?
8 or 9, I think 8.
I think I might put it into your Demon Prince. I get 3 basic, 4 because you charged me. Hitting on 3s because you charged me. Hitting on 3s. Missed with 2, so I can't do enough. Oh yeah, thanks for reminding me. And then wounding you on, it'll probably be 3s.
Strength, tough to 6.
Strength 8, so yeah, 3s. 2 at -4, so any invuns.
5 up, demon.
Well, you pass 1, be 2 wounds.
And then he gets a 5 up, feel no pain because it's a warlord trait. No.
So it takes 2.
Very good, sir.
Very, very good. Right then. Your Terminators into that poor lone Thunderwolf. We'll do this off camera because I reckon he will die.
Final round of combat this turn is the Wolf Lord himself.
Yes. 5 attacks. He does have his Wolfkin ability. I rolled it off camera. He only got 1 extra attack. So he's got 4 standard. He's been charged, which is his sort of shock assault. So just 5 attacks. Hitting on 2s because he has been charged. Not good. And wounding on 3s. 3 wounds though. A -3, so it will be your invuns, and it's flat 3 damage.
2 gone through, so that's 4 damage.
So, you know an A guy, so 1 will be dead.
And then 1 on...
No, wounds won't carry over.
Ah. That is very true. Take off this guy. Your teeth.
Oh yes.
Always forgetting your
Teeth.
teeth.
Hit on 2s. Exploding 6s. Oh no, wait, it's not the assault phase yet for him, so that's fine. Strength 5, your toughness 6 now because you got your thingy off, so wounded on 5s.
Okay.
That's heavily cocked. Didn't you get your spell off for them to make him?
Yeah, sorry, yeah. Nope.
Just 1 at -2. No, -1. Sorry. Yes.
Fine. Right, that is it. I'll come back in the recap. So, turn 2 is complete. I think it went well. Getting that Dreadnought with the Poxwalkers was very good. Didn't totally inspect it, but with the damaging off the tank, it really nagged me that. Getting rid of the Wolves is good as well. They always stress me out. Yeah, I'm very lucky boy to getting this guy remaining, but that player stage really has brought his A game today and helping me out. Leaving a Death Stride was a bit of a gutting thing, but that is war. Annoyingly, there's a stratagem which I could have used, which basically would have given them +1 to hit because they're a Terminator unit, so negating the Sativing Blow, but I was bound to forget some stuff with this new Codex. Yeah, so I scored 10 for the primary, and I scored 3 for engage. Typhus being there, Bloat Drone being there, and these guys here and here. Scored also 3 for the sickness, but again, end of the game, sorry. So technically, if you would end it right now, I'd be on 16 to Jimmy's 20. Annoyingly, Slay the Warlord, cut off the head, is degrading. So this next turn would be 6 points rather than 10, which would have been lovely. But I feel like this is a very low scoring game because of how many objectives you're not going to score maximum 15 quite easily. It's going to be very difficult. So 6 I am not going to sniff at. Yeah, pretty good. Still in a good place. So is Jimmy though. So I feel like turn 3 will be an interesting one. So we'll be with you in Jimmy's turn 3.
So guys, turn 3 movement. Not really done much on this side of the board. Brought Nige into the terrain. Moved him up here. He's a 6-inch charge from there, or a 10-inch charge from there, so I don't know, might try and play my luck. These guys have moved out. These guys still in the objective. These guys going here. I feel like he's going to bombard me next turn, and I'll lose these. I might end up losing this on primaries. That's what I'm going off in my head, because I'm struggling a little bit. Hopefully these Terminators can do their thing and kill a lot over here. Psychic Phase. Nige put Living Lightning onto the Terminators, and that caused 2 more wounds because he shrugged one of them. Then the Living Lightning didn't hit anybody, and then he denied my Smite. I think that's about all that's happened. We'll be going into a very quick shooting phase. It's probably going to be bolters into here, bolters into here. Probably a flame into there, despite the fact I'll be charging there. Might be about it. Maybe bolters into there as well. Who knows? So yeah, we'll probably do all the bolters off camera because there's no point really filming that. So we'll probably just do the flamer and then combat. Alright, see ya in a moment, guys.
So as Jimmy said, bolters off camera, clinking 1 wound off the Bloat Drone down to 3. So flamer on camera.
Yep, going into the Poxwalkers, so 4 shots.
-1 to hit. I'm messing.
They just all miss. To be fair, 3 of them did wound. -1, so you just your 6-up shrug.
3.
3 of them, yeah.
Nope. 3 more are slain. Flamer killing 3 Poxwalkers. So charging, if I am correct, the Marines into the Death Shroud.
The Death Shroud, aye. Mice as well. Throw them in. They are a durable unit, so.
He apparently is going home because his mum's called him.
Yep.
No, unfortunately not. He's eyeing up the tank. And then
these guys into here, and I think that might be it for charges. If there's another one that appears, we will let you know, but I don't think there is.
Right, so we'll start with these guys.
Cool.
Pretty comfortable.
2d6. One's 4 inches, so they're definitely in. Yeah, 6 inches.
Cool. Roll for. We'll do it all afterwards.
Where else?
Murderfang?
These.
Oh yeah.
They're
Oh
in.
yeah.
Yeah, they're in.
Right. I'm gonna burn a CP.
Yep.
You might as
So
well roll anyway. We'll just do it.
8 inches. Yeah, he's definitely in.
Right. So we'll just do Overwatch off camera. I feel like if it dies, I apologise, but yeah, we'll just do it off camera real quick, guys. Yeah. Right, guys. Starting here into the Death Shroud.
Yeah, regular Grey Hunters. Hit on 2s. 6s explode. So there's 2 explosions there, and they all hit.
Yes.
Get your shots on, guys. Get them drinky drinks. This is the only issue.
Just a tad.
I'm probably winning on 5s now.
You are correct, sir.
Yes. I should have added 1 with Savage Shrike, but it doesn't matter. Here we go. To be fair, that's not a bad roll.
5 went through. 5 4-ups.
2 wounds down.
Not too bad. Right.
And then the Power Fist guy.
Okay.
This guy will be hitting on 3s, normally. It's fine. He hits all of them. Wounded on 3s. Come on, do it. No, I will not come and reroll. Be 4-up in guns and that'll be flat 3 damage.
Once guys die.
Yeah. Cool. Not bad.
Nope, not bad at all. Not to say there could be a weapon in combat. So yeah, cool. This guy top?
Yeah, we'll do over here.
Jimmy is using Savage Strike, so it is +1 to wound.
Yes, so hitting on 2s. We'll roll here. Oh no.
Couple of ones there, sir.
Oh no. And no explosions neither.
Oh.
And then wounded on 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Right, let me get my dice.
7 at -2.
Right. Demon saves.
What's 4? Either way, even if you passed, you've still lost enough to die.
Yeah, that's true.
Does he explode? Oh no. Oh no.
Yes, he does. I'll just work out what it is. I think it's D3, but we'll just work it out. Right, this absolute beast into the tank.
So he gets 8 attacks, hitting on 2s, wounding on probably 3s, I imagine.
What strength are you?
Strength 12.
Yeah, 3s.
3s. And then they're re-rolling as well because of his murder clause. So hitting on 2s. That one does explode, so there we go. And then that's 8 attacks, wounding on 3s, re-rolling. Yeah, now you know how re-rolling hurts. That's actually a good thing that we're re-rolling.
See if you...
7.
Okay.
7 demon saves. So that'll be 9 damage.
Take off 1.
That'll be 6 damage.
6 damage off the tank.
Death Shroud Terminator going into the Grey Hunters. Oh no, he's going into the Wolflord. You're doing your big strikes.
Yeah.
He gets 5 attacks, I believe, hitting on 4s though. That's alright. And then wounding on 3s, I think it was.
Strength 8.
Yeah, but the pelt.
Yeah, I knew there was something. Reroll the 1 because of the doodah. Of course. 3, sir.
Here we go, 4 pin guns. So first one. Fail, and then it doesn't matter about his other 2 really. Well, they all fail. I think the Wolflord's dead here. The 2 damage each, aren't they?
Yes.
So 6. I need at least 4 6s here. I did get 1. But sadly, my Wolflord is dead. We did the combat off camera. They thunderhammered him to death. No surprises there. Although they almost didn't, but still. Right. Quick end of turn recap, because we've already done the points and everything. So I did score 10 on the primary for holding at least 2. Technically 3, but you were on 3 as well. So only 10 points there. Should have done a bit better with him there. Oh well. But I did get enough stuff in combat over the course of the game for charging and combats, etc., to score Warrior Pride for 3. Big Nige and the Terminators are still doing the job, breaking them lines for another 4. So I scored 17 this turn. On to my 20. That is 37 points after my 3rd turn. Not too bad. What can you do in your 3rd turn, Mr. Sharp?
Have a swig of my drink. No branding.
Yeah, no Brandon. That was a can of pop, ladies and gentlemen.
A generic can of pop.
Yeah. Right, guys.
I'm still 16, if you remember from the start of the video.
Right, guys. That is literally it for my turn 3. Going on to Death Guard turn 3.
So, turn 3. Score 10 for the primary. The Demon Prince in his command phase give the rerolls to the Terminators. He's swung over here, getting rid of this guy, trying to destroy Linebreaker. Granted, if he destroys his tank, he can get there, but that's if he does, basically. I've advanced him in the middle of the board, basically trying to support this flank, trying to clear this out, really. Typhus is literally within the inch of the guys, supporting his fellow scythe-wielding lunatic. It's really about it. Poxwalkers have moved off the objective. Bit risky, because he could potentially net it. But I feel like I could probably get rid of some of his stuff this term quite comfortably. So I will do Psychic off camera, because I'll be umming and ahhing for a lot, and it'll be very painful for you guys to see. Nigel's no doubt going to deny all of it anyway. So yeah, we'll be back after the Psychic phase. Psychic done. I managed to smite him. I managed to Miles of Pestilence on the tank, thinking hitting on 3s is better than hitting on 2s. The Vitality on the Terminators from Typhus, making them a little bit more brutal than they already are. Gift of Contagion was going to go on to the Terminators, but Nige, being an absolute psyching boss, psyched his Demon Prince rival. And then again, the final smite was into the Wolves, killing 1. So yeah, sorry guys, but that actually was pretty good. But yeah, recap done. On to the very little shooting I have. It's just this guy in combat and these Terminators. So you know what, for the sake of... Yeah, we'll do it on camera because I missed Psychic and it was good, and this might be pretty good.
It'll be better now.
Yeah, it will be, but we'll give it a go.
Murderfang is requiring 4s. No, he's bossed them all but 2. I almost said 1, but then I realised that one there is a 1! Games Workshop! 6 regular shots going into the Terminators.
So, it's 3s with rolling 1s because the Demon Prince's aura given off. Did not need it. Wow, that was a fantastic roll. 3s...
Damn it! Go on.
3s to wound. 2 on 4. I think normal armor save, sir.
4, yeah?
Yes.
I don't see any 1s there, so I should be alright.
I've got 2.
You said normal armor save?
Oh yeah, it's 10 minutes. I thought they were normal guys. Don't ask me. And then the...
Spunk gun.
Yeah, it's D6.
6 spunky GGs.
3s.
Damn, man. This will be -1.
Now it's 3.
3 up saves. Only lost 1.
Okay.
Cool. Is that him dead?
Yes, it is.
Oh no! Barry! Typhus is going in there. He's automatically in.
Yeah,
But yeah, there we go.
it.
Yeah, there we go. 5 whole inches.
Terminators are going in. Again, I don't think I can really fail.
Yep.
For a 7. Demon Prince.
I'm overwatching with my Thunderhammers.
Like, is it, what's she?
Our Jack Rockfist, who can just chuck one.
9, easy.
Yeah.
And then the Plague Poxwalkers into the 9.
Yeah, definitely. In.
Right, I'll move them all in and we'll get on to the combat.
This combat here, Power Swords going into the men first.
Yeah.
6 attacks hitting on 2s, yeah?
Yeah, so I'm using Vermic Whispers, which gives +1 to hit with Terminator units, so why not? So I'm putting it on them. So it's hit on 2s. Get to reroll the 1s because the Demon Prince. Thank you, Mr. Demon Prince. So I 2s.
2s?
Well, the strength 5 plus that, strength 6.
What?
At all.
So that's how many? 6.
6 buns.
6 4-ups required. Here we go. One's fine. One's down wound.
What's one wound? Whatever.
Yeah, I should have carried on rolling them how I did. So 1 passed, 5 failed, 1 guy dead, 1 guy 1 wound.
Right.
Axes this time, 2s and 2s.
2s and then 2s.
You know.
Such a good combo that, because I can reroll like a million things.
First guy, fine. 1 guy dead. Yep, and then other guy takes a wound, is it? Is it 2 wounds?
Just 1.
Just 1? Cool.
And then it's, the last thing is the...
Flail.
Oh, I forgot I've got a champion, so rolls, another 1 for that, hits, wounds, just another 4 up, so...
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, cool. Flail, so I get 6 attacks.
Hitting on 2s.
Reroll. Yep. Wounded on 2s. 2 damage these ones.
Okay, so I'll take him on the guy with 2 wounds. Pass. Pass. Fail, he's dead. Then he's at 1 Terminator left. That's that one. Fail. And then... Fail! He is deaded. That is a unit, Terminator, Wolf Guard, gone.
See ya. After that round of chaos, no pun intended, Nige is interrupting to try and see if he can take out this Demon Prince. So, what are we needing, sir?
2s to hit. And then 3 explode.
What? What you needed.
Here's what I needed. And then 3s to wound. All of them but 1. So that
Okay.
is 2, 4, 5, 6.
Eek. Right. 5 ups. Wow. 2 fail, and then what damage is it?
D3.
Okay.
So the first one is 2, so 1. And then 1. So 2
Okay.
damage.
And then I get a 5 up in feel no pain for 1 damage.
Great.
Down to 5 wounds.
So, Mutant Strain is going on to Murderfang. So, do you want to roll your bajillion million?
So, like I said, 4's to hit, 6 to mortal wound, 1's to mortal wound me.
He's dead. And then, if you want to count your 1s while I see if he explodes. He does explode.
Right.
He's taken an additional Poxwalker. And the Plague Burst Crawler is down to 5 wounds. And that is them apples.
2s.
Demon Prince now into Big Nige, hitting on 2s, I believe you said, with like 6 attacks with exploding 6s. Oh my god.
So that counts, and then I get that one. 2s to wound. Plague weapon.
How many attacks is that?
7. Wait, do you have an invuln?
Yeah.
Do you?
So, yeah, I'm in Terminator armor.
Nige is in Terminator armor.
Yeah.
No!
He has passed. All then. Do you know what? You might have a demon save, but I've got Terminator, and I'm going to burn a CP. Oh, that failed. Right, that's 2.
6 damage, you dead.
What? What?
It's flat 3, mate.
Oh, man. Typhus now, hitting these Grey Hunters. He's getting 12 attacks, and they're all hitting on 2s. Surprise, surprise, everything in your army hits on 2s.
Says
Go.
you?
Yeah, but I'm a Space Wolf. I should be hitting on 2s.
Right, 2s.
You guys are slow. This is ridiculous.
Look, I failed 3.
Oh, wow.
And
Wow.
then wounded on
Probably
2s.
2s. What a surprise.
Reroll the 1, because it's a plague weapon. That is 3,
9.
6, 9 at 4 up. You'll be happy to hear.
Don't matter, they'll die anyway. Okay, that is 1 guy dead. That is 2 guy dead. That's 3 guy dead. 1 guy on 1 wound.
With that cleaving, slicing blow from Typhus, this guy is on 1 wound left, and he's electing to smash his power fist into Typhus's face.
So 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. At least 1 explodes. His strength 8, toughness 5. Yeah.
5, I think. So yeah, be
3s. Oh, no, not like this. Command reroll. I can't. I've already done it in his face.
Nope.
Hey, 3 damage goes down to 2 damage. And then
Typhus loses 2 wounds. Right, my wrap up for turn 3 was fantastic, with literally nulling Jimmy's combat.
my entire army. This turn has won you the game. I'm calling it now. This turn has won you the game.
We will continue and see what he can do turn 4. If it's looking bleak, he potentially might concede. But the show must go on. Typhus and the Death Shroud have cleared up that, so I'm holding this, obviously this one, and this. So I'm in a very, very good place. I scored 10 for the primary. I scored 6 for cutting the head. Annoyingly, it was in Jimmy's round, so I would have scored 10 if it was in mine, but here. Anyway, and then I scored 2 just for engage, not line break. That was Jimmy's. Typhus been there, here, and in here. Spread the sickness. I can rack up some more points, hopefully, in turn 4 and 5. We shall see. Very good, and in a very strong position, like Jimmy's just said, but we shall see what I can do. So Jimmy's turn 4, coming at you.
So my movement, I've elected to stay put here with these guys, because at the end of the day, I think the other way I'm going to be scoring now is from primaries. So at least I scored 10 for this turn, which I think is taking my total up to 30 now.
The primary?
Yeah, because this is turn 4, I believe. Mm-hmm. Then moved up with these guys. It's probably like a 9-inch charge, but I think I might be able to pull it off. We will see. No psychic phase. Shooting, the only thing that is in are these guys here. What do I shoot into? I think I will shoot into the Poxwalkers. So 4 shots. All hit. And then 1 wound.
6 up shrug. Nada. 1 more he did.
Don't take Gimpy.
No.
Yeah, I think that's about it. Wow. Charging. We'll just do it really quickly now. I will roll and we'll see if I can get in.
I think you need 11. Oh, if I get it then as well.
And also did I. Nope. Right, guys, that is my turn. Super quick one. I'm not too worried. I think I'm in that defeatist attitude now. Yeah, I scored nothing on secondaries. I only scored 10 this turn. That's taking me up to 47, I think, if I remember correctly. So 47 to your...
I'm not sure.
Not sure.
I'll work you.
Yeah, well, you've just scored 15 this turn. Mm-hmm. Cool, right, well, we'll go over to Death Guard, turn 4.
Recap of my turn 4, scoring 15 on the primary. Because I'm in a fantastic place, I have pushed forward with all these. I have spread the sickness with my Death Shroud, knocking him down a wound on this one. I've done it on here as well with the Surgeon. Ironically, he can't heal himself, so he's now down to 1 wound. I've anchored down here with the Plaguecaster, and these guys have pushed forward to trying to get that objective off Jimmy. Yeah, probably wouldn't do the mortal wounds off myself if there was a lot more going on, especially with the characters, because Assassinate is still in play. But because I'm in a very solid place, I feel like maxing the points out with the slight chance of him dying is probably worth it. Probably not a lot going on really in this game. I will do the shooting off camera because it's not that eventful, unfortunately. And the psychic too, just to wrap these things up. And then we'll see what's left and see if Jimmy can do anything. So yeah, we'll be back in potentially the charge phase. So psychic off camera and shooting off camera. Managed to clink some of these guys down. Made these guys -1 to hit. The rest were smites. Again, taking some off here from the plague caster down here. I'm going to attempt to charge a Typhus. I needed a 9, I do believe. The Poxwalkers Krak, they advanced, and I did do this off camera, getting a double 2 with the tank, meaning it's a no-go. So, needing a 9.
Double 1.
He does not want to go, and I don't want to burn a command point. I feel like potentially could use him down the line if there's anything in combat later. So yeah, I will tell you the points, and then it'd be Jimmy's turn. Booyah. So, I scored 12. Pretty low scoring considering what I've got. I scored 2 for engage, Typhus and whatnot down there. Annoyingly, these advanced. My attention was to bring them forward, but hey-ho. Spread the sickness I did get, but again, end of the game, sorry. So I've got another 2 to the tally. So that's 6 in the bag for later. And cut the head already done. So, despite having a lot of army, I'm not that far ahead in points. So unlucky rolling from me could bag him some assassinates, which we don't want. So we're going into turn 5 of Jimmy's, and we'll see what these wolves can do.
My command phase, I have a point back. Yay! It's not going to do me much good. So, I did score 10 on the primaries. I've kept these guys still. They're going to charge here. I will look in ways of getting round to try and hit this geezer here for another assassinate. Not going to happen. But at least I can get units in and score some warrior pride. And hopefully assassinate. It's going to be tough to take out Typhus. But it will be on invuln saves because of the assault doctrine. These guys here. And obviously lightning claws and power fists and everything. I feel like I might be able to just sneak him down. Then after that, I'm not bothered. I can't score anymore, so my army can be wiped. I'm not going to be fussed. Right, we're going to go into an off-camera shooting phase. Then we'll come back for the charge phase and the fight phase, where I think it's most important, which might be just this Typhus fight here. And then that will conclude my turn 5. So, we'll be back in a moment. In the shooting phase, well, as you can see, actual charges and everything have been made. Nothing happened with shooting. Nothing at all. Oh, maybe a couple of Poxwalkers died, but who cares about them?
They took out 2 dreadnoughts.
Because you have a dirty stratagem, that's why.
Well, you should have shot them all off board then, shouldn't you?
With what? Fucking teeth and claws?
Yeah! Just throw your wolves at them.
Have they got Bertie the Wolf? Right, we will start, because you don't have enough to, it don't matter, you're not going to thingy there. We'll start here.
Oh, yeah.
We'll start.
I do, but I won't.
Right, I will grab all the dice and we'll be back in a moment.
Chainswords into Typhus.
Yep, hit on 2s.
So what have you put on Savage Strike?
Savage strikes are the wounding, +1 to wound. So hit on 2s, then the 6s explode, so these 1s become 4s now, because why not? And then wounding on 4s. Oh no. That's a
Quite a lot of 3s there.
1, 2, 3, 4, actually 5.
Okay.
5's not too bad.
Well,
It's -2, so it'll be your 4 up saves.
5, yeah.
5 4s.
5 4s.
5 4s.
Failed 3, so he's down with 2 wounds. The fight continues. What's next?
Next is 3 power fist shots going into him.
If I said 3 power fist, I'm like, what?
Hit him on 3s. It becomes exploding.
Yes.
And then this will be... It would normally be winded on 3s, so it'll be winded on 2s.
Oh dear.
All 3 of them, so it'll be ring ones again.
Nope.
2 more. That'll be 2 damage.
Dead?
Dead.
I could CP.
Then he's got 5 lightning claw attacks going into him.
Nah, I'll unfortunately take this death. With Typhus being decapitated by the wolves, we moved to the Poxwalkers off camera, and again they've been devoured by the Fenrisian wolves and the Grey Hunters, obviously consolidating into the tank. Tank hit back, managed to clink a wound, needed a 6, and he bloody got it! He got it! So the wolves fight for another day. We'll add up the points for Jimmy, and then we'll go on to my final turn.
So, end of turn 5, and that is it for the Space Wolves. Scored 16, surprisingly. I was able to get Warrior's Pride with my Space Wolves. I got off at least 2 charges, or I had 2 in combat. So that's good. That's very good. That is 3 points there. Kill Typhus. That was a big thing. He's now dead. Don't have to worry about him. Ever. That was 3 points there. And I had 10 on the primaries, which I've now abandoned, which will give Kyle 15 his next turn. And then he'll score probably some more on engage on all fronts. And bad times are coming, lads. Bad times are coming. I feel like I've lost this one, but I've probably only lost it by less than 10 points. And considering on how Kyle's turn 3 went, 10 points isn't too bad. But Death Guard turn 5 coming up. Right then. So, final scores. I think it's quite obvious, really. I think it is quite obvious. Would you like to tell them anyway?
Not as obvious as you think. Not as like total clear cut. Death Guard 75 to Space Wolves 63. What are you doing then? Been manic today with these
The amount of sirens, bloody hell.
So yeah, 75 to 63.
Yeah, not a bad debut. Space Wolves had a bad debut.
And unfortunately, the trend of losing continues. Closer though.
Yeah, I think next time, well, probably not next time I bring them, but going down the line, I think I'll take less specialist units within guns and just more of something like more true.
Because,
stuff.
well, to be fair, the amount of attacks of like your troop, with like the +1 to wound and stuff like that, it sort of negates the Death Guard resilience really. And look at Typhus, like, yeah, competitively I would probably help like kept him back.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have really been that cockshot, and I definitely wouldn't have done the sickness with my characters. But because we're in such a good place, then I could risk that. And Typhus, you know, is a beast, but not when you're getting about 1,000 attacks on.
So yeah, so I scored 63, which isn't really a bad score.
No, not at all.
It's, you know, 2/3 of the way there.
I think with you've won games on less.
Yeah, so 63, cannot complain. Scored 40 on the primary. I scored, what else is it? 6 on Assassinate. I feel like I could have got at least 9 out of that. Kind of gutted that deal.
I thought pre-game when we're talking, I thought you'd cap. I think you'd tap it quite easily. Maybe not 15, but definitely 9 onwards. Yeah, purely because of just what I had. You know, like Demon Prince combat. You know, Typhus combat. They're all other than the Plaguecaster really is the one that would sort of stay right back. I mean, it's the first time in Death Guard, the 9th. I loved it. I mean, the bubbles of rerolls and the 2s, mate, it's
disgusting. Well, they're disgusting resilient, you know. So it was disgusting. disgusting.
My plan was with the Surgeon, because he has the Feel No Pain, increasing the aura with his relic, so it's 6, so you're getting a lot of stuff around him. Knowing you being in combat, I knew that. And then the Terminators with the reroll 1s with the Demon Prince, and then with Typhus. Plus then you're getting stratagems which are wounded on 2s with, for 1 CP, like, it's just mental. And then obviously rerolling because it's a plague weapon. They are really good. Like initially on paper, I wasn't too keen on Terminators because I was like, damage 1 weapon, but look at what they do. When they do that, you're getting through practically.
Well, 4 in ones. Like, I did roll bad on me once today, but even so, you chipped away me.
They are brilliant, and I understand why everyone's getting obsessed over them. The Death Strike, I don't feel really got the full advantage, but they did drop in middle of the board. Sometimes Deep Strike, I don't know about Deep Strike. I feel like in our luck with Deep Strike, it's not done.
I favour it in my opinion because it keeps your opponents on their toes.
From that point, but Typhus, you know, like it's like you build up this suspense, and it always like we are Space Wolves back in the day with one of the old ones where no charged and they're just stood in the middle of the board, like oh. But going back to Death Guard, some amazing stratagems, some amazing new rules. I took a chance with the Vanguard attachment with the Demon Prince, well, the Patrol of Demon Prince, but breaking him down because I wanted to use 2 Lords, and I think that did pay off. He was a beast, and the overlapping bubbles of re-rolls and picking other things, and a lot of it's got core. I think it was fantastic. The Plague Burst, ironically, did better with its crappy weapon than its big weapon, but that's how it goes with swinging weapons. I still rate it. It's an absolute, no pun intended, a tank. Do you know, like toughness 8, it's got a vulnerable save, you know, damage gets knocked down like the rest of them. Ironically, it was trying to showcase Typhus, and it didn't really showcase Typhus, so I apologise.
He showcased him dying.
He literally came on, failed his charge, killed a few warriors, whoop-de-doo, and then got killed by normal warriors. I mean, go on.
Okay, no, it's fine. Well, we've got onto this tangent. I scored 8 for Linebreaker. So, if you're still keeping up. 40 for the primary. 6 for Assassinate. That's when we went on the tangent. 8 for Linebreaker. And 9 for Warrior's Pride. I felt like I should have scored at least 12, and 9 at the most on them.
Just my turn 3. I mean, like I got max on primary, I got max on sickness, which I liked. Elite armies, it's debatable because you might lose Terminator, which do you really want to use it? But it's all about the victory points at the end of the day, so fair enough. Cut off his head, I got 6. Fine, middle of the road. Would have been brilliant with 10 or whatever, but and then engage, I got 9. Normally I'm not very good with stuff like that. I'm normally quite cagey, but I did really break out and push my comfort zones, and it did pay off. That just turned 3, just flipped it for me. I just did a fantastic combat.
Wiping out my Terminators, Nige and Dreadnought. That murder strain is just horrible.
It's one of the ones where I read it and I read it again and again, thinking, am I just making this up? Like, it is brutal. Granted, you just don't let them get at you. That's kind of the thing. But combat army, unfortunately, that's just the aim of the game. You know, flip side, I did roll. I think it was some like 7 ones when I killed the Dreadnought. I did it off camera when it exploded. I think I did 7 and 1 for the explosion. So
you lost 8 in total, but still
taking out a Dreadnought for 8 Poxwalkers.
You hit 40 points to like 150.
Yeah.
So
I mean, they really were surprisingly really good. The Terminators were just fantastic. Demon Prince, I made it deliberately a tank, and he proved it with all his 5-ups and 5-ups and all that. But really good game. It was one of the games for days before we were talking and building up to coming and do this. We were giddy, like I certainly was. It was going to be a really good game, really juicy, and hopefully you guys really enjoyed it. We certainly did. You know, by first couple of turns it wasn't clear cut, was it?
No.
Even turn 4 really wasn't. You mean you were a bit defeatist, but look how close it was, really, considering.
12 points in it. You did say 75. He scored 75. I don't know if
we did.
So 75 to 63. To be fair, I don't think I played a bad game. I just got unlucky with invuns on the Thunderbolt cavalry. And
well, I said this from first glance. You need to take the Death Guard out probably the first round of combat because you just start to lose momentum, and they just whittle you down. That's the whole point of the disease. And you know, if you don't strike as strong as you should, you're gonna you hit hard, but not as hard as well. And then the sort of second round of combat, they're all dead because I could just keep going, and you kind of lost that momentum. But fantastic game, really enjoyed it. I'm a bit going for Wolves, but I'm just ecstatic that Death Guard's debut turned out as good as it could.
So Mortarion will be coming next week, so look out for that. I will be editing that battle report straight after this one as well. So you'll see this one get scheduled, and then the next one pop up and be scheduled as well. So at least you know it's coming. If you haven't made it this far, please hit 89 in the comments. That way we know you've watched all the way. Please hit that like, and if you are new around here and you've made it this far, please hit that subscribe button. That'd be fantastic.
Do it.
Do it for the Death Guard. Right, guys, we will see you in the next one.
Adios.
Auf Wiedersehen.